whole story behind it, I'm sure. What's up, Chiari?
Man, what's happening, man?
I don't know. Tell the story, man. You tell me.
Real quick, I'm coming down 55, and I didn't notice they was having a circus in Millville area. Big accident.
There wasn't any circus, man. Come on.
It was tigers
there
going.
Was no circus.
I'm keeping it real. It was tigers.
Lions, tigers, and bears, huh?
No, it was no bears, but it was like llamas all over the place, and everybody was running crazy. And I did what I had to do to get out there to help out. One tiger had a little girl in her mouth. I said, I went there and got the girl out.
Translation.
It's gonna be on
gas, huh?
It's gonna be on the news.
Okay.
And then I went to Exxon.
Got a full studio today.
Great.
The Mutts family is back in the studio again. Jarett Mutts.
How you doing? How you doing?
Young gun. Could frequently be seen in Millville.
Yeah.
Millville High School baller extraordinaire. This is definitely not the Ball family. I repeat, the Mutts family. Justyn Mutts.
What's going on? What's going on?
And young Deuce.
Yeah.
The coolest joker in here, man. Definitely the coolest one. What's going on, man? How you?
Hey, I'm good.
All right. Longtime friend finally got in here. We're not gonna tell any of his stories. We'll save that for a different day. But Garrett Micey Wilson, what's good, man?
Hey.
It's about time you got in here with us. Yeah. We're not talking. Well, we'll talk a little Pittsburgh football later. I know that's your bread and butter. We will not be talking about no Steph Curry. Don't even bring it up, man. Don't even bring it up. Or maybe we'll get into it. I don't know. Once we get to the ballers. All right. So, Kev.
Yes, sir. Hey, check it out. First of all,
here you go, man. Can we just get to the guests?
yes, the Mutts. The young man next to my right, Deuce.
Right.
We're gonna have to bring him in with his parents' permission because I want to give him a whole show of what he's been through and what he's endured over the last few years. His nice high top fade, his growth, arguably might be top 1-2 Mutts athletes. We'll let time, but he's been through a lot that this show wasn't even about, but we will speak on it with his parents' permission. But right now we're talking about somebody that's getting ready to lead the area. He's going down to North Carolina, and when we go down there to visit our family, school, we could definitely go over and visit this young man. High Point, am I correct?
High Point, North Carolina. Yeah.
Okay.
High Point, North Carolina. I was stationed not far from there when I was in the Marines, so I left something down there. So I got to go see my son, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It happened. I was young one night. I think it was Mad Dog 20, one of them, but that's another. But anyway, probably was Cisco. But anyway, brother, can you tell us your story? I mean, you grew up playing ball, and he's not Millville High ball. He's not a Millville High ball.
You just said he was.
No, he's done went through the Millville ballers. He done went through Vineland. He done went through Bridgeton and everyone else. But his high school is
St. Augustine Prep.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. I live in Millville. Went to Millville schools all throughout elementary and middle school. Then in high school, we were trying to figure out what school we were going to go to. Wildwood Catholic, St. Augustine, Charlotte, Atlantic City, all the choice schools. We narrowed it down to St. Augustine is the best academic school in the area. Basketball-wise, they always had a really good reputation for beating big teams. So that wound up being the best decision we could have made.
There you go. You can slide up to them. We want everybody to hear every word that's coming out your mouth, man. Okay, so you made a decision of which high school to go to. Tell us a little bit about your high school career.
My freshman year, I came in, didn't play any JV, didn't play any freshman, played straight varsity. I was 6-man. I started 2 or 3 games. I had a decent year. I averaged like 6 points. Nothing crazy. Then my sophomore year, I wound up having a breakout season. I played a little bit more on the wing, but not a whole lot on the wing. Junior year, we went to the state championship game, and we wound up winning. My sophomore year, we almost made it there, but we lost probably the semifinal game. Then my senior year, I won Player of the Year for South Jersey. We lost in the state championship game by 3 points. We were down a lot at halftime. We wound up coming back, but it wasn't enough. Then I made my decision to go to High Point. I committed September 1st, but throughout that whole summer, I was picking up offers, playing all over the country, Las Vegas, South Carolina, Indiana, just different places. So.
Give me your final 3 schools. Who did it come down to?
My final 5. My final 3 was hard. My final 5 was LaSalle, Howard, Richmond, Dayton, and High Point.
Okay. And what was the deciding factor as far as where you ultimately decided to go?
Just going on my visits and getting to meet all the people. All 5 schools were great schools. All 5 schools were amazing schools for me. At the time when I had to narrow it down, I had 25 scholarship offers, full scholarship offers, and more interest. So it was really difficult. Just kind of fill out all the coaches, get to know the people, get to know the team. So when I went to visit High Point, I really did feel at home there. But it wasn't the only place that I really felt that I could be there for 4 years. But it was a tough decision. It really was a tough decision.
Okay.
But I'm happy with the decision that I made. I think I made the right one.
Any input from mom and dad as far as where he was going?
It came down to a coin toss for him. I mean, the main thing was just letting him have his choice.
Right.
You know, he has to live there. You know, on the dad end, you know, I had to make sure do my background on a lot of coaches.
Right.
You know, I saw a lot of things, but in the end, you know, he had 5. Actually, it was about 5 to 9 schools that I said, you know, I can live with whatever your choice is.
Right.
And you know, once we gave him that go ahead with these are the schools that are okay on our book, it was all on him.
Okay.
You know, I actually found out, and this is how we said it. What, your 8th grade year? I want to find out when everybody else does. So he put his Instagram and tweet out. And that's when we found out.
And that's when you knew.
And it was exciting. You know, it's like,
Yeah,
is he going?
yeah.
When is he going to do it? When is he going to commit? And
it was like draft day.
Yeah.
Seeing where you're going.
Hey, look, I commend y'all. If I would have went with the one, which one y'all gonna pay for that Cadillac out there? Which one? I apologize. Which one of y'all gonna?
You try to get him jammed up.
I apologize. No. But academic wise, let's speak about that because that might be better than. Thank you, man. That academic might be better than your ball game.
Yeah. Throughout middle school, I knew I was always on honor roll. When I got to high school, it was a little bit of a change. I was still getting A's and B's. All throughout high school, I was able to keep a pretty good GPA, 3.4. So when I went to choose schools, it was like I had a couple Ivy Leagues. I had Brown, Howard's a really good school academically, St. Joe's.
Wow.
So a lot of really good schools.
Princeton.
Yeah, Princeton was talking to me. So it was never really a problem. I never had to worry about trying to get my grade above a 2.2 because I was never that low.
Right.
So a lot of people get to a point where they have it athletically, but they can't get their grades right. And I was never in that situation. And I'm thankful because I was put at a great school, and I was always just able to focus on just doing what I had to do.
Outstanding. Now, we get academics out of the way.
Okay.
I hear that you had a run-in with an NBA player.
Like Oladipo.
I want to get into that. Please tell me this story. That's what I want to hear.
All right. So I was invited to his camp, the Victor Oladipo camp down in DC. Yeah, down in DC. So
where was he playing at that point?
Where was he playing? He just got traded to OKC.
Okay.
So it was the summer when he was about to go there.
Got you.
So he was doing a Q&A with the whole camp. Everyone was asking him questions, and we were all just talking to him. So after it was over, I walked up to him and I was like, "I would dunk on you." And he just laughed at me like, "No, you wouldn't." And I was like, "No, I would dunk on you." And he was like, "All right, I'll see you in the gym tomorrow." So we were working out in the gym the next day, and I saw him and I was like, "You ready right now?" And he was like, "No, I'm not ready." So I was like, "Okay." So the next day, it was like an 8 a.m. workout. We just got off the bus, and he was already in there in a full workout, already sweating and everything. So he called me out right then. Like, he was already sweating. I'm just putting my shoes on. So if you watch the full video, you'll see me in the video stretching still. Like,
on the side, I saw it, yeah.
Yeah, you'll see me still stretching a little bit. So I went first and I got my dunk off, and I was like, I wasn't super surprised because I know I can dunk, and I didn't think he was gonna block it, so I was pretty confident with that. But I went to shake his hand just out of respect I went to shake his hand,
Right.
and he was like, "All right, my turn," and I was like, "All right, okay." He got me. I almost had it, but I never denied it. He definitely caught me slipping.
Okay.
We both fell, and that made it a little bit worse. But it's all right.
That's you'll be able to show your grandkids that.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch him again though one day though.
That's what I'm talking
It's
about.
all
See,
good.
that's what I like to hear.
It's all good.
Like, he ain't satisfied with just an ordinary dunk. He want that thing to go viral, go worldwide. Everybody know about it.
One thing about it that got to me was the fact that when he posted it, he only posted his dunk. So
He
I was
posted the dunk?
Yeah,
Yes.
he only
Wow.
posted his, and I was like, wow, that's crazy. So I posted both, and I still watch him. And I like seeing him do good things in the league. So I'm happy for him. Everything he's doing. He just won MVP in the African game.
Yes, he did. I saw that.
Did
Yes, he
Yeah.
did.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yep, he won MVP.
And they lost.
Yeah, they lost.
Ah,
yeah, they did.
and they still gave it to
But
him.
he played really well.
They
So
had to.
I'm definitely happy for him.
Yeah.
He just got traded to the Pacers, I want to say.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm following him.
Yeah, it'll be more of an open game for him out there.
Mm-hmm.
They be able to play a little more through him. So what was the interaction like after that whole exchange?
After that,
Outside of that,
all right. So I was still at his camp, so it was like the second or third day in. So I was still seeing him around. We shake hands. We talk a little bit. Not a whole lot. He's on the move with his camp, so we have to do a whole lot of things. But then I think it was like the next week or two. I was in Vegas for another tournament, and I saw him out there, and we talked for a minute or two. So you know, he's a really cool dude. He's a really chill guy. So yeah, I like him.
yeah, don't lose that connect, man. Make sure you keep that name and that number in your Rolodex. You never know when you might want to reach out to him, you know what I mean, for a nice lookout. So hopefully you can earn that all on your own and let your game speak for yourself. So obviously you're known, in addition to you got an outstanding game for dunking. You got a nickname to go with that?
A nickname? No, I wish I had a nickname.
Nah, not yet.
Not yet. But
We gotta work on that.
yeah,
man.
one's coming up soon though.
Yeah.
Yeah, one's coming soon.
We talked to your pop last time you were in here, and we went over a few of your videos. And watching your son play at that level, what's that like?
You know, I said this a long time ago. I said this a long time ago, and it still holds true. My dreams, all the things that I ever dreamed about, I'm watching it.
Right.
I'm literally watching it in my kids, man. I'm watching it in Justyn. I'm watching it. And it's an unreal experience to be able, not just to, I don't want to get on the court. I had my days.
Right.
But just watching them do it and enjoy it, and at the level they're doing it at, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's just a real blessing. So I'm thankful, man. God has really blessed us as a family.
I can't even imagine, man. Like, I can't even imagine. Number one, you got your oldest son, correct?
No, I have other kids. But
Okay. Well, you have your son.
Yeah.
It's about to embark on a college career playing ball. Watch him do it at a high level. Young Deuce coming up, getting ready to do his own thing. Question is, will Deuce make more noise?
We're gonna see. We definitely.
Now, I
gonna
want
see.
your opinion. I mean, I know y'all probably got a little sibling rivalry. Y'all get it in on the court, talking slick and everything?
Let us know, Deuce.
I mean, I don't think I could play that level, but like my parents do, Justyn does, my brothers and sisters do.
They believe you can?
Yeah, I play other sports that I like, but I'm gonna start transferring to basketball, and I think maybe I can do like varsity in high school. I don't know how many offers I'll get, but I think I might get an offer. But
Hard
I
work.
don't know.
Hard work.
Pro.
we already got some looks.
Yeah?
That's
Yeah,
true.
you got a couple. It's a couple of colleges that said we watching. Howard, Richmond.
How tall are you, dude?
I'm 5'6", 5'7".
And how old are you?
I'm 12 years old.
Oh, so, man.
My goodness.
Listen, man. You got plenty. Okay, so the question is, at 12 years old, how tall were you? What was your game like?
He's
Be
going-
real.
He's going into 7th grade. When I went into my freshman year in high school, I was 6'5", 6'6", when I was in 8th grade, I was probably like 6'3". So 7th grade, I would have been like 6 foot, 5'11", 6
Okay.
foot.
And what's your natural position?
I think I'm a wing, a 3-4 forward. I think that's what I play, but I like playing Deuce. He works hard. He's gonna be cool. Definitely varsity. Easily get a scholarship. The man works hard. We play 1-on-1 all the time, and I don't like to let him score.
Yeah.
It just makes him better.
What's your natural position? Where you like to play?
I like to play the 3, but my coaches put me the 5 because I'm like the tallest on the team.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Listen, even at the 5, work on that handle. You never know where you will end up. You know what I mean? Just because at this level you playing there, that's because you're the tallest kid. As you obviously you know now, I'm sure your brother probably played and most of the time probably was the tallest guy. So you start moving around and playing. What's the tallest guy you played with so far?
I played more
7-footers?
Yeah, a lot of 7-footers.
Yeah.
A lot of 7-footers.
It's crazy when you go from one extreme to the other, from the biggest kid to one of the smaller players. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I can only imagine, man, what that's like. My son played at a pretty high level in the midgets playing football. You know, I can remember a couple of times him going out there and ringing a few bells. He was always a bigger kid and making a couple plays. You know, you get the goosies, man, and tearing up out there in the whole 9. So I can only imagine at that level. But he's making me proud in his own right, man, graduating a year early. So shout out to him. North Carolina guy, he'd be down there, so maybe we can get down there. If I can get Kev to show up on time, maybe we can get down there and see a game.
Yeah, I'll be on time. But, you know, I was thinking, man, you know, not to take something from the Ball family, maybe after the show we can work on some sneaks, a couple shirts, sell them things for about $350 each. $350, we know what I mean? You know.
That's Big Baller Brand Light.
Big Baller Brand Light, the light version.
Don't take no pages.
Nah, man, I appreciate y'all coming in, and you know, I really, you know, we're going to connect with you, Deuce. We got to connect with you, brother. You know what I mean? We're going to stay on you and the victories that you've already won, because to me, you're already the MVP out here. You know what I mean? You're already the MVP, brother. You know? So, Jarett, you know, can you touch on some of the things that, that Deuce has went through and that he's overcome?
My wife gets mad at me when I say it the wrong way, but I'm going to try to say it the best way I can. When he was younger, not even younger. When he was about, 5, 6 years old, he was diagnosed with a condition called Chiari Malformation. And it's actually not uncommon. It's just, it wasn't heard of.
Right.
And there's still no cure for it, but there's ways to alleviate some of the pain that he would have to deal with.
Okay.
Some of the pain, you know, he would have stomach issues. He'd get extremely bad headaches. There was a period in time when his equilibrium, his balance was off, and I thought something was wrong with him, and he didn't want to go to school this morning, but it would take a minute for him to get himself together. He would be out on the soccer field, and he was always, just like Justyn, he always dominated in any sport that he played. And we're talking at a young age.
Right.
But every now and then he would come over to us and he would sit down and he'd say, I have a headache. And he want to relax and rest. It might be 5-10 minutes. And then he'd say, I'm good, I'm ready to go back. Well, when we went and we actually found out, we went through a lot of trial and error and dealing with different doctors to find out what it was that he was dealing with. All of them would be like, you know, you just hypochondriacs, you're just worrying too much. One thing led to another. We had a doctor that gave us what we were looking for, which was the brain x-rays and CAT scans and MRIs, and he brought us into the office. I don't know if I could shout the practice out.
Absolutely.
You can.
What was it, Holly C. the pediatric? What was the doctor's name? I forget his name, but he brought us in and he said he apologized, and that's why we love him to this day, because he wasn't wrong. He just apologized for not knowing anything about the condition,
Right.
And he felt like he prolonged it.
Wow.
And he said, I gotta send y'all to some specialists because we don't even know what this is. We got to do the research on it. And one thing led to another. We went through a whole bunch of specialists, and I wasn't. I was the one that was saying he can't have this surgery because it was brain and spine surgery. And some of my wife's research led us to Dr. Ben Carson. and he did my son's first brain surgery.
Wow.
Wow.
The second, we had to have a second one done because I'm explaining it my way. He healed too well, so there was a lot of cartilage that formed, and it was hard as a rock. So they had to actually go back in, and by then Carson had retired and started running for office. And we had another doctor at the same hospital, the whole same staff that took care of him. One of the blessings with the first surgery was we were the only family in the actual we were the only family in that had the surgery, not had the surgery. We were the only family that was in the recovery rooms. So for some reason it was cleared out. Even though they had did a whole bunch of pediatric brain surgeries, we're the only ones. And they also ran a research study on pain dealing with that. So he dealt from not only Dr. Ben Carson's surgeons, but he dealt from a research study of doctors that came in and just dealt with his pain. So we were home in we expected to be there 3 to 4 months maybe. We were home in less than under 2 weeks.
Wow.
And of course that was the first one. He had to have a second one, but God is good because he doesn't have these conditions. He doesn't have the side effects anymore.
Right.
His growth, we understand and we accept. By the time he's fully grown, something could happen. But we believe that if it does happen, that's more than likely the last time once he's fully grown.
Yeah, then you can deal with that and not have to worry about it again. Shout out to Ben Carson.
Shout out to Ben Carson.
I had no opinion of this guy, but man, I think I might have to reevaluate that because that's a beautiful story. We ain't gonna get into the politic part of it just yet.
As a person, as a man, his politics is one thing, but as a person, as a man, he was one of the first and only doctors to really deal with our son. In fact, when he came in the room, there were doctors that would not even speak to Deuce.
Wow.
They ignored him. One is right over the bridge in Philly. Dr. Ben Carson came in the office and he ignored us. He dealt with our son. He acknowledged him. He dealt with him. He formed a relationship with him, which we appreciated because surgeons, a lot of times, they don't want to have that bond.
Right.
In case something goes wrong.
Yeah.
He made a connection with him, and then he dealt with us.
Good. Outstanding. Well,
Man.
we don't have. We're gonna pray for complete and full recovery anyway. But listening to this young man talk and knowing that his game and his faculties and everything else is in order, sounds like he's already on his way to that. So we definitely gonna get him to come in, man. Give him some time. You know what I mean? Let him tell his own story in his own way. So whenever he's ready, you already know the deal. Shop's always open for you. Always. We're gonna take a break. See if my super producer can give us a song, and then we'll take a break, and we'll come back and get into some other things.
Absolutely.
Let Kev tell the real story as to why he was late. But we definitely appreciate y'all for coming in. You want to shout out anybody, or you want to tell anybody where you on social media anywhere? Where they can find you at? You can tell them.
You can find me on Instagram at JUSTYN_SquarePants. Justyn_SquarePants.
SquarePants.
Yeah,
Okay.
Twitter.
Deuce.
I like that.
My Instagram is DEUCE_Poseidon, like the Greek god.
Say it again. Get close to the mic.
DEUCE_Poseidon.
Yeah, Poseidon, like the Greek god. I'll explain to you later, man.
No, I feel it. I've seen the movie 8 times.
Okay. Okay, and the senior Mutts, you want to give your information now? I know we spoke about it before, but people might not know. I don't appreciate the jersey you got on.
The Cowboys?
But we're not going to discuss that.
Okay.
We'll stay away from that one.
Yeah.
6 games.
Yeah.
But where can they find you at?
2 locations. My name is my address, JarettMutts.com. That's JarettMutts.com. And you can find me on Instagram. Same name, Jarett Mutts Photography.
Outstanding. And Mrs. Mutts, she didn't say much, but she's back there behind the scenes recording everything for the young and elder. Well, I won't say elder. Well, yeah, elder Mutts with that jersey on, man. But what we hope good things for you guys, man. Thank you for coming in the shop, man. Listen, after your first few games, after you dominate the league, hit the big time, sign that big contract. Come in here, donate back to us, buy us a few new mics. We'll take it all. You know, we ain't too proud. We back in a few minutes. Shop Talk.
Shop Talk Radio.
ShopTalkRadio.com.
Absolutely.
Appreciate y'all coming in, man.
Appreciate y'all.
having us, man. I ain't tell them they was coming. I just showed
Oh,
up.
okay. All right. Nothing wrong with that.
I definitely want.
Sorry I didn't get a chance to build a. I didn't know y'all was coming until last second. This guy sprung it on me last second. So
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But yo, I appreciate y'all.